Morning, it's Crawford here from Van West. Feeling a bit shit this morning, to be fair. We're going to replace the suspension on the Dirty Daily. That's Emma's Dirty Girl, remapped PD140 Golf with some Audi wheels and GTI front end. She loves it, although she doesn't treat it. I mean, it's a bit of a toxic relationship, to be fair. She beats it to death and it comes back for more every day. So we're going for some replacement suspension parts. We've got the new top mounts and top bearings. I always buy this brand. I'm not sponsored by them, but that's what I buy. I've got some replacement drop links because Volkswagen don't do they only do single-use drop links. Once they're on, you've got to cut them off. Nice on Volkswagen. And some Stance Ultra. People are moaning at me because it's going to ruin the car, but if you go and buy factory suspension, you spend over this, and this is adjustable and it's got a 2-year warranty. I don't get that with anything from Volkswagen, so let's get cracking. I've already done locking wheel nuts, centre bolts for front drive shafts, taken off the scuttle, loosened off the top mount bolt, so about 10 minutes in. So it's quite hot today. Sit rep. I've taken the caliper off. I always take the discs off because it just makes the whole strut assembly lighter. We see up there, but that is the problem. The bearing has collapsed on that side. We've also got seized bottom ball joints, so they're going to be an absolute ball ache to get out. So I'm going to have to get a pair of those, get onto GSF in a minute. But that's where we are. Same both sides, hot and sweaty, covered in shit. Okay, so after finding a slight issue with the bottom ball joints, here's another top tip. If something's starting to look a little bit on the broke side, instead of spending all the time trying to salvage it off carefully, just go and buy yourself a new part. £20, they're sided, so make sure you can get them in stock locally, and then you can just salvage them off. You don't have to worry about the condition. Also, while you're out picking up the parts, you can get yourself a refreshing drink and some lunch. So at the point where you're about to remove something, you've obviously got a plethora of powered and non-powered tools to use. At the point where something's obviously broken and you've already bought a replacement, you have a whole host of other tools you can use. This is my personal favourite. Again, something like this, as long as you're not damaging the parts around it, have at it, guys. Now here, this is the offending article. This is going to be my weapon of choice. 1mm cutting disc. Always wear eye protection. You've only got 2 of these. Once they're gone, they're gone. Be safe, people. So what ends up being the culprit here is this quite savaged road spring. Now if you look at it from this side, you can see it's completely come round the top mount. The bearings collapsed. Yeah, and that's no bueno, as they say where they probably manufactured that top mount. Anyway, so it's not a problem. We've got new shocks, new springs, new top mounts, new bearings, new drop links, and now new bottom ball joints. So yeah, disaster narrowly averted. Glad I didn't drive that one to Bristol. So we're at the point where we've removed the strut from the hub assembly. We've replaced the bottom ball joint. I've got it in the vise. I'm just going to clean up this surface here, and then we're going to put the new strut in. The old one was absolutely gooned. So aside from the strut shot not very good, this is actually just sheared off. So it's bypassed the top mount and turned that into vapor. I don't know where all the bearings have gone, they've just gone. So yeah, that's done, all in the bin. So there's the leg, all assembled. Just got to go in that hole. Second hub now. As I say, it's good to get it in the vise. Gives you a good steady base. Popping on a brand spanking new ball joint. Shut back in there. A bit more space on it. So, after a bit of freestyle swearing, because I lost the bolt, basically, turns out that visiting puppies and little boys, while you're trying to get all this sort of stuff together, doesn't mix with leaving your hardware on the floor. That's all I'm saying. But we're just going to pop this back on. And the wipers. And we're good to go. So we're nearly getting there. We've got the front on the ground, just doing the backs. And the backs is really cool. It's really straightforward. You've got a couple of bolts just up here, like I think they're 15s, 16mm bolts. And then there's an 18 that holds this shock, this spring saddle down here. So you pop a jack underneath the spring saddle, undo that 18, drop that down, and then you can get to the 21mm on the bottom of the shock tower, and then just swap it over. I'm guessing on the high at the moment, so yeah, nearly there. So there you go, start to finish. I guess it was a while with filming, a bit more with going to get parts, a bit more than that. But I'll put it on the ground, see what I get. So there we go, back on the ground after a couple of adjustments. We're a bit lower on the back. And we're sort of sensible height on the front. We're completely level, I like a bit of down rate, but I don't want it to be any lower at the front because Emma's going to use it. Let's take it out for a test drive. Right, we're out. It's warm. Feels good. Feels almost factory-like. Sits nice. Stop that clunking. Yeah. Got steering wheel speed sensor on the dash still, so I don't know why that's still there, but I think that should go in a minute. Plug it in and reset that. Obviously keeping well within the speed limits. But yeah, all stops. I'm pleased with that. Stance Plus Ultra on a Golf Mark 5. Not bad. Factory feel, I'd say. Golfs are pretty firm anyway, but yeah, it's certainly no more firm than the factory suspension. It's good to have the adjustment. It's got a 2-year warranty, so can't bloody moan at that, can I? Excellent. Hope she likes it. It is a dirty daily.